Hey everybody, this is Joe. Thank you for watching my Giga Texas construction update video. For today, I'd like to talk a little bit about the status of the battery cathode plant on the east side. A lot of people have been asking about why there hasn't been a lot of progress, why they're using it as a storage area, and so forth. I think the primary reason is a reprioritization to get the main factory structure completed. But there is another angle that has just recently come to light, and I'd like to go over that today. Way back in the 12th of March, I had a video where we discussed the agreement between Piedmont Lithium and Tesla and what that meant for Giga Texas construction and 4680 production. During that video, we mentioned that this agreement that came up with was a 5-year agreement to share about a third of the planned 160,000 tons of spodumene concentrate from North Carolina to Tesla for production of cathode material, specifically lithium hydroxide. In the past couple of days, a number of articles, for example, this one from Drive Tesla, saying that Tesla agrees to delayed shipment from Piedmont Lithium. This one here from Reuters that talked about Piedmont Lithium delays the timeline supply to Tesla. And this article here from Inside EVs that North Carolina mine delay could affect Tesla's 2022-2023 lithium supply have come up. So I'd like to discuss that and give a little bit more context to what those articles are discussing. I'd like to go over this article from the 20th of July from mining.com. As a reminder, all the articles that I use, the links will be at the bottom of the screen and in the video description. I'll be going over highlights, but I recommend you read the entire article for all of the context. But in this article, it says, a push to supply Tesla Piedmont Lithium irks North Carolina neighbors. And the gist of the article is that working through the North Carolina community and the political leadership there is proving a little bit of a challenge for Piedmont Lithium. They have not applied for the state mining permit as necessary by the variants of Gaston County yet, and even though they said in 2018 that they were doing so. According to the article, 5 of the 7 members of the county's Board of Commissioners, they're the ones that approve the zoning changes, say that they may block or delay the project because Piedmont has not told them what levels of dust, other details, and information that they say that they need to be able to make those approvals. One of the commissioners is quoted by saying, "Why in the world would they make this deal with Tesla before they even have approval for the mine?" And to answer that question, Piedmont's Keith Phillips, he's the chief executive officer, said that they needed to refine their plans first, and that now that they have those plans completed, we finally have a project to really talk about, and that explains the delay. It's interesting to note that Piedmont has already spent about $58 million on the project, and that's to provide about 30,000 tons of lithium annually, enough to make about 3 million EVs. It's important to note at the time of this article, the CEO from Piedmont had not yet met with the commissioners, but what he was planning on telling them is that they expect to apply for a state mining permit the summer of 2021 and begin construction April 2022 and be able to have production by the second half of 2023. Piedmont has declined to discuss the Tesla arrangement, but hinted that the automator may not need the supply until 2023. And what is a little bit interesting about that statement that he made is that part of Tesla's battery cathode plant is supposed to be using some of the processes that Piedmont has developed to process the spodumene into lithium hydroxide. However, with that being said, according to the article, Tesla does have other lithium suppliers and didn't respond to comment for this particular article, but from what I understand, their other suppliers are also large and would be able to provide some of the lithium that they need before 2023. The North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality says that they expect to see that application in the near future. However, the state officials said that the review process that they'll use may take more than a year, so we'll have to monitor as this progresses. And part of the issue that Piedmont's running into is that some of the locals near that area don't mind if they have a processing plant there, but they would prefer that the lithium material itself was obtained elsewhere, not in the North Carolina area. And ironically, one of the commissioners said that there's no doubt that the mine would benefit the country in green energy initiative. However, it would have a negative impact on their community, specifically the mining of the lithium. So with this information now as basis and context, we can look at the recent articles that came out within the last day or so. According to Drive Tesla Canada, Piedmont Lithium has announced that they will be unable to deliver its first planned shipment of lithium to Tesla. They do not know when that first delivery will take place, but Tesla has agreed to that delay. And looking at Reuters' article on the 2nd of August, it comments that Tesla is building the plant in Texas that will convert Piedmont spodumene concentrate into lithium hydroxide. And we covered this in detail on my 12 March video, so I recommend you take a look at that for more details. The automaker applied for Texas permits for its facility in April, according to the state records, although it's unclear when that facility will be completed. Then looking at the Inside EVs article on the 3rd of August 2021, Piedmont said it's trying to align its project development schedule with that of Tesla. While this is a setback for Tesla, it's likely not a major one because the EV manufacturer has several supply deals with bigger lithium, and most likely it's available before the 2023 timeframe anyway. So that's a review of 3 of the very recent articles, a little bit more context behind so you understand the environment and what's going on that's causing this potential delay between Piedmont Lithium and Tesla. What this may mean for Giga Texas. It could be impacting the battery cathode plant development that we see on the east side to some degree, but with the other suppliers, it may not be delaying it all that much. I think it may be more of a reprioritization to get the main factory done. So I hope that you found this discussion and review helpful and informative, and let me see your thoughts in the comment section. Before we begin, I would like to say thank you to my patrons for your generous support. Patreon members get access to high-resolution photos, previews, and direct dialogue with me. If you would like to support my channel, please consider becoming a patron using this link, which is also in the video description. Please also consider subscribing and hitting the like button. Thanks. My drones are ready and raring to go. Let's go flying over Giga Texas.